Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's Are They Coming Back? So this is for you guys who've got people in your past who hasn't got that. You might want to watch all three of these, in fact, because these could be three different characters in your life that have got the possibility of coming back. But it might just be about one as well. And so this is a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. And I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do towards the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Now I've got 2 prize draws every single month now that will be drawn at the end of the month for free private readings with me. Giving 2 away each month. One goes to a subscriber of my channel, so click that subscribe button, who clicks like on a video and leaves a comment. All of those comments for the month will be entered into a draw. Good luck with winning that. The other one is for the purchasers of my deeper dives for that month as well. So if you've purchased a deeper dive or if you get one for this, then you'll be entered into that draw. So good luck with winning that. So all you need to do now is take a pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? The crystal is out with the freedom card. Would you like the flower? The flower is out with the support card. Or the shell. Shell is out with family. You can find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading down there in the comments below. Don't forget to click like before you click off. Click that subscribe button, leaving a comment, of course. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give 1-question readings. You can book in for one of those 1-question readings on my website, behealing.com. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. I also do 3 of these pick a card reads a week. Let me know what you want them to be about in the description. No, not in the description, in the comments below. And I offer private readings from my website, behealing.com. So if you want a full love reading or a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread, or you want to ask questions and have a guidance reading, what's the other one? Oh, your next 5 steps. Then you might want to book in for one of those if you want something in much more detail. If you do, there's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. And if you've got questions for your reading, click on the Contact Us page after you've booked in. So, crystal, flower or shell, take your pick now. Click on the timestamps below to get to your reading, and I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal and this one's for your crystals, let's find out if your person is coming back or not. So as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box below. So let's get some cards out for you and see what this situation is so I can ascertain whether they're coming back or not. So tell us about this situation, please, guys. Okay. Okay, we might be talking about a spiritual person here because we've got follow the sign. So I'm getting that your person, they have got a spiritual aspect to them. So they are listening, they're noticing the signs that are around them in their life and they're following those signs. Now, those signs could have taken them away from you for now, or the signs could be bringing them back to you as well. Tea ceremony, but they're being very careful about it, very specific, very in the moment. Yeah, very in the moment. So it's all about now and in the now. But the hope, okay, so they're hoping to come back. Okay. Someone that is very much involved in the moment with whatever's going on in their life at the moment, and they're following the signs, which is a good thing, right? Resilience. Could be going through some difficult things right now and having to be resilient. Hang on in there. They're hoping to come back. Let's find out more. Stillness, reflect. Okay, so a bit of a break at the moment. They're reflecting, and that resilience, this breathe card as well. So whatever it is they're going through right now, they could be going through a lot of stress. But the stillness, there's like a gap. The break between you is giving them time to reflect on things in the stillness that they're in at the moment. So it feels to me like there's not much happening, but there's a lot happening for them at the moment. if that makes sense. There's a lot happening for them inside, but it's not necessarily the things that they want to be happening is happening. Let's find out more. So they're reminiscing about you, the Six of Cups. They're thinking about you, they're reminiscing about this, they're kind of looking back to the past. But they haven't made a decision right now. Two of Swords. It seems like they've got to have boundaries around something else and say no to something else. Queen of Swords, yeah, there's some kind of angsty kind of an energy here. Not exactly where they want to be right now. Things haven't worked out for them, but they're looking back here, Six of Cups, so they are reminiscing about you. They're thinking about you. Seven of Inspiration, protective about that. They might not want to tell you about that. Might not want to reveal it. They have got hope for coming back. They might not want to give you any false promises or anything, or not even give you like false hope, because they're not sure with this Two of Swords. What's this? The Six of Cups and the Seven of Inspiration. So even though they're looking back, they won't be letting you know that. Even though they're reminiscing, not revealing it to you. Keeping the cards close to the chest, that kind of thing. Not letting you know. It feels like they might be, I don't know. It feels like keeping their options open, but it's not like for other people. It's like keeping your options open for you. Past, present, and future. They're thinking about the past. They're wondering if you'll forgive them. Okay. Two of Swords, but they're very much undecided right now. Why? They haven't got stability. They've got to make some choices in their lives and start something new. It just feels like someone that isn't ready for a relationship because they don't have stability here. They're looking for kind of a new start in their life, but they need to take some risks. Lots of choices going on. So this is someone that is kind of responding to their life at the moment, and kind of signs that are coming in, and not just signs that are coming in, but things that are working out for them and things that aren't working out for them. And so they're undecided whether kind of love is on the cards for them at the moment, because they've got a lot of stuff going on. New day. They do want a new start. Queen of Swords, but they've got to cut stuff out first and have boundaries. Cut it out and hold their energy back until things have changed for them. Okay, so if this person is kind of not contacting you at the moment, is this protection? They've just got too much on the plate at the moment. They can't even, they're not in a position, in a stable position enough to embark on a relationship. So they're just kind of sidelining it at the moment, holding their energy back from this. Cannot get involved kind of thing. What's behind that is perception. So that's their perception. I mean, that's their perception of it. So that's the way that they look at it. Like they don't have the energy for this right now. Yeah. There is hope though. And they're reflecting on things. They are thinking about it. Okay. Let's find out more. Are they coming back? Very much about themselves at the moment. Look deep within your heart and you'll feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. They love you. They've got feelings for you, and they're deep feelings for you as well. It's like you're the one that's in their heart. I'm not picking up on any other energy with them. I don't think they're considering anyone else in relationship. Unleash your kindest self. So they're trying to be kind to themselves. This person is on a self-love trip right now, and they might have been beating themselves up a little bit, been really hard on themselves lately. Are they coming back? Freedom. Setting themselves free from something. It doesn't feel like something in particular that's setting themselves free from. It feels like a drudgery, drudgery. What am I trying to say? You know, when things kind of are in a bad pattern, they're trying to get themselves out of that bad pattern. Not bad, but you know, like when things aren't going your way. Influence and control. So, okay. This could be family, or it could be friends, could be someone that's very important to them. who has a big influence over them in a controlling kind of a way. So actually, yeah, they could be getting free of that. But they aren't necessarily following their own guidance all the time at the moment, because they're very much influenced by a particular person. It could be the father, it could be the mother. So it's some kind of energy like that anyway. So they're not necessarily independently making choices at the moment. Holding on and villain and naughtiness. So there's something here about them perhaps always getting into trouble or doing the wrong thing, that kind of thing. That could be the pattern that they're holding on to, in fact. It's like nothing works out from men. They always end up doing the wrong thing. It could be that. Naughty. You know what? This naughtiness, it's got something to do with this person here that's influencing the control. They might be trying to please a parent here and still feel like a naughty child going against them, if they want to do their own thing, I mean. So it's quite complicated. Let's get some message cards out from them. Are they coming back? I wish I could take it back. So they wish they'd done things differently with you. I miss you. I want things to work out. What else do they want to say? Destined connection. They knew that, like, they were supposed to meet you. They feel like you're a destined connection. You know what? I think this person's coming back. Spiritual awakening. You could have instigated or added to a spiritual awakening that they're having. Unhealthy habits and behaviors, though. I think maybe your person's realizing that they're in kind of patterns that they don't really like, and are trying to change their life at the moment. Are they coming back? I would say yes. I would say yes, but it doesn't feel like imminent. It feels like they're in the middle of kind of sorting themselves out at the moment. So there you go. That's what I've got for you now. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that extended reading, we're going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So what to do then? Should you be moving on, getting on with your life, or getting in touch with person or doing something? Let's find that out. And guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys, once you're together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags there that you need to know about? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so you need to check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with, and in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw to win a private reading with me, as we'll get in the deeper dive too. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose a flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out if your person's coming back or not. Now, as usual, flowers, it's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out all about this situation and all about your person, so I can deduce whether they're coming back or not in this reading. Let's see. Is your person coming back? Tending the future. So someone that's thinking about the future here and putting things in place for the future, perhaps for a more stable future. Let's have a look. Tell us about these energies. Balance. Someone that's trying to balance themselves out right now. Turning the future and balance. Feels like a very responsible person to me. Anchor. Keep yourself grounded. Now, this could be someone that's kind of stubborn and fixed in place. Very fixed kind of a person. They could be a fixed sign. So they don't often make changes in their life willingly. So it could be someone that is like really slow to make changes in their life. Very kind of careful about it. Not someone that makes snap decisions or impulsive changes in their life. Could drive you crazy. Does it drive you crazy that they're like that? Tell us more. Are they coming back? I don't think it's stubbornness just for the sake of it. Perhaps they're overly cautious kind of a person. But very grounded, which is kind of good. Perhaps fixed earth. Are they fixed earth sign? Tell us more, please. Are they coming back? They've gone quiet all of a sudden. Perhaps I got them right there. Don't like change, huh? Six of Wands. Winning is being seen to win something, being seen to do very well. This could be someone that's trying to impress you. And if they feel like they're not impressing you, then they might shy away from you. Two of Swords, very much undecided. So they're not sure about this. They're not sure whether they're coming back or not, that means. Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Now, okay. Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is your energy, very stable, nurturing kind of an energy. Feels like they know that you've got a lot to offer here, a lot of stability to offer, and perhaps they're not feeling so stable themselves because the Seven of Swords is like deceptive energy. They're either feeling like you're not as stable as you pretend to be, or they're not as stable as you are and not such a match, and they're kind of deceiving you, pretending to, trying to impress you, pretending to be as stable as you are kind of thing. Perhaps they led that impression to try and impress you, because this is someone that wants to impress you. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. It could be someone that kind of talked themselves up to you but doesn't feel that stable really. They're trying to find balance and sort the future out, and they might be regretting that they weren't like straight up and honest with you, because there's no basis for a relationship trying to impress the other person and not being straight up about where you're at, right? So the Six of Wands. And if they're doing that, they might think that you're doing that too, because that's projection, right? If we're lying ourselves and we think that someone else is lying too, it's not about the other person really, it's about us. So the Six of Wands, they are trying to impress you. What's the Six of Wands doing here, please? Queen of Voices. Kind of feeling rejected by you. They were trying to impress you, but they felt rejected by you. Like boundaries there. Perhaps you saw through it. Did you see through it? I don't know this. Because that's your energy, that Queen of Pentacles, that stable energy. So they're not necessarily believing that you're as stable as you say you are. This person could have a pretty strong ego, by the way. Ascension is behind that. So it's like they do want to impress you. Or they're thinking that you turned them away, or they didn't think that they impressed you, or something like that. This person doesn't feel that they're good enough, for sure. But they're trying to show you that they are. Two of Swords, so they're undecided. Should I go back or not? It feels like I wasn't being truthful, fully being myself, so I don't know whether I should go back or not. That's what it feels like to me. Like it's too much trouble, like they've gone too far down the lie or something like that. It doesn't feel like a big lie to me. It feels just like that it doesn't feel like anything major. Just that they were trying to impress you, and it wasn't necessarily true. So why the Two of Swords? High Priest, and you knew. This is the thing, you know, the High Priestess. They know that you know. So, okay. You knew that they lied, that it's not really a lie. It feels just like an embellishment on the truth, right? That they're just kind of trying to impress you, and you knew that it wasn't straight up. So they know you've got an intuition, right? And so They're like, it's like you've caught them out here and they know it, and because your intuition is strong, so they know you know. That's the thing. Letting go and reunion of souls. So they're undecided. Should they let go or should they come back? Reunion of souls or letting go? That's what we're asking, and they're telling us that they don't know. Queen of Pentacles. Well, you're not as stable as you say you are, but that's projection. I mean, it might be true about you too, but it feels like projection to me. And perhaps you're not telling the truth. You know, it's that kind of a reaction. Why is this? What's this about? What's it about? If you give it the Six of Pentacles, that means it's reciprocal energy. What's this about? Is it projection? The Hermit. Strength. No, it's like I just need to be by myself while I gain my strength. This is someone kind of realizing that they're projecting, trying to blame it on you, but they're realizing it's like, no, it's me. I need to withdraw and get strong. Right, so yeah, this person has tried to impress you, but it was a lie, and they're kind of a victim of their own mistakes sort of thing, and they know not to project that onto you, and that you know, and kind of tied up in knots. Home is that. Oh, so you were like offering them something here, some stability, and they didn't quite believe it. Need to do it by themselves, strengthen the Hermit. There's a need for them to kind of prove themselves by themselves. That makes it slightly different, in fact. So even though that you were offering something to them, some kind of stability to them, it's almost like I don't feel good about myself, and so I need to prove my strength by myself, by doing it by myself. They knew what was on offer here. So it's not what I said before. It's not about them projecting onto you. It's about you were offering some kind of stability to them. That Home card changes everything, but they feel like they need to do it themselves. So this is a person that's like digging their heels in and going, no, you can't help me. I need to do everything by myself. I need to find that stability and impress you before I come to you. Ego. There's ego in this one. And it's not necessarily like big bravado ego kind of thing. It's more ego about, I don't feel that good about myself, so I feel like I need to prove myself with you rather than letting you just love me. That's what it is. Ooh, tell us more. Are they coming back? I kind of feel sorry for your person here. The struggle with themselves. You probably know that already, right? Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. They've got something to let go of first, and it's something to heal within themselves. This person can't come and have a good relationship with you until they've healed this thing within themselves that makes them feel so bad about themselves. But they need to impress you. And it's not about you. I mean, it's the bad thing isn't about you. It's they've always had that going on. Take a breather. So yeah, time out. Time out. Taking a breather. Need this time to myself. Tend the future. But it's in a I need to impress you kind of a way. And when it's like that, when it's us, whenever we try and prove ourselves as worthy when we don't feel worthy, we never get there. We never get there. It's like, oh, well, I need to get a promotion, but then I need to get the next promotion, or I need to earn this amount of money. And then when you get to that amount of money, it's still not good enough. You still don't feel good enough. So it's like, well, I need that and a car, and I need this, and, you know, it just never ends because we need to find that okay with ourselves first. So this person is thinking about you. They've got memories of you. They're reminiscing. And support. They know that was on offer. That's the thing. They know that you were offering support to them. But it's like they were too proud to accept that, and they wanted to do things by themselves because, again, there's this feeling that they want to prove themselves to you. They need to prove themselves to themselves. So they're grounded right now, anchored in place. Like there's no movement possible while they haven't healed themselves. Dream come true and a fear of inadequacy. You're a dream come true for them. It could have worked out really good, but they don't feel good enough. Like it's just so obvious in this reading. They don't feel good enough for it. Let's find out what they want to say. Are they coming back? You're the love of my life. This is a dream come true for them, but will they allow themselves to have it? No, not right now, they won't. Anyway, they need to heal themselves. Finances are a problem, or so they think. But like I said, if they think that earning a certain amount of money or having a certain amount of money is going to make them feel better and make them feel worthy, it won't. They're still going to have that unworthiness no matter how much they get. So, I don't know what I want, they say. That's an excuse. They do know what they want. They're just struggling to get there in themselves and feel worthy of it. Okay, so what else do they want to say? What? All right, let's go back in then. Almost had the chemistry between us is off the charts. I'm battling inner demons, for sure. For sure. Now, your heart might be going out to this person because you're coming up as the high priestess there, so you know these things, right? You intuited these things about them, and you might be like, oh, if they'd just come, that I could help them out and love them. But you know what? You don't want a relationship with someone like this. They need to find it within themselves because it's going to cause trouble in relationships. You need a healed person. Will you give me a second chance, they're wondering? You probably will. I think you guys are a soft touch. Oh, what else do they want to say? You inspire me in so many ways. Nice. Is this person coming back? Oh my God, I don't know. I still don't know. It's a mate. Are they going to heal themselves? I think they want to. Are they going? I need to pull a crystal out for this. Are they coming back? Are they coming back? No. Right now, as it's looking, it doesn't seem like they're going to heal themselves. And so it's a no. What a shame. Well, that could change. I mean, we always have, you know, free will. And if this person does get on that healing path, if it gets bad enough that this person faces up to it, the actual healing, rather than this relationship or anything like that, the actual fear of inadequacy and all of that kind of stuff, then yeah, it could change. Anyway, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, wanted to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. So what for you then? Should you be moving on from this person, finding someone new, or, you know, should you offer support to this person again, or hold on, let's see. Guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what are the dynamics between you once you're in relationship? What will they be? Are there any red flags to look out for there? How can you get this to work out? And also, how might this all play out with possible timelines? If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into the prize draw to win a private reading with me. Good luck with that. And of course, if you get the deeper dive, that'll get you an entry into another draw for a private reading with me as well, that's picked out at the end of the month. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose this shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out if your person's coming back. Now, as usual, Shells, is going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some cards out all about this story to ascertain whether they're coming back or not. So, Shells, are they coming back or not? Wow, that's a lot of cards. A lot of energy going on here. Could be a complicated situation, hey? So, let's find out what they are. The gift of connection. So, it could be that there's something good about this connection. There's some but it could be a lesson. Do you know what I mean? You've got something to offer each other for sure. It's a gift, this connection. Delight, but a bit disheveled delight there. So the Sentinel, protection, acceptance, could be protecting you from something, and threshold. Oh, okay, on the threshold, so about to change. There could be change about to happen, but they're protecting you. So this connection is a gift, and they're delighted by you, but perhaps a little bit disheveled by it too. So it could have brought a lot of change into their life. On the threshold, so something could be changing very soon. Tell us more. Cozy home. Cozy where they are. Someone in their comfort zone here. What could this be? Could be a few scenarios here and having to accept it. They might wanting change to happen, but that cozy home, I don't know, it feels like stagnation to me. It feels like they're staying put where they are. Now, if this is an affair kind of thing, if this person is with someone else, I think they're a little bit too comfortable where they're at and don't want to give that up. And they might be protecting what they've got with someone else as well from this whole situation. Prudence, careful, moving carefully here, so as not to disrupt what they've got. I think your person's kind of trying to protect what they've already got. Dream, but they've got dreams and communicate with you, meditating on that. They're thinking about it, but they're being very careful about it. This person doesn't want to disrupt their life too much, I feel. It feels like someone that wants the cake and eat it too, to be honest. Let's find out more. Two of Wands, so they could be making a decision of whether to take action. Now, they could have been in that position for a long time if you're waiting for someone to kind of make a move to take some action here. Or just to figure out what it is that they want, you know, if this is someone you've got given a kind of an ultimatum to. Well, what do you want? Do you want them or me? What is it? You know, that kind of thing. It's these and that. So the King of Wands could be a very attractive person, this, and they could appear strong on the surface, but not really making strong decisions. You know, they might have appealed to you as a strong person, that a go-getter kind of a person, but I'm just feeling like it's not necessarily true. It's a face kind of thing. King of Wands. So there could be a fire sign as well, but there's going to be a lot of attraction with this. But you might be attracted to the image of what they've been portraying. They're not actually as strong as you think. Just portraying that image of being strong. I'm getting that really clearly. Strongly, I mean. The Knight of Wands, bit of a player. Judgment about that too. Okay. So the Judge is a bit of a player, and yeah, this could be someone that is in a long-term connection. They're quite kind of like that cozy home kind of thing, and they protect that, even though they're delighting in you. They like that connection with you, but they've got this player kind of an energy. So it could be just like an emotional player, or that they're just a kind of a cheating kind of a person, that they don't actually make the changes, but they pretend that they're on the verge of making the change all the time just to keep you there. I'm getting really strongly that they just like the way it is right now. They don't want to change it, I think. They want the cake and eat it too. Two of Wands, so waiting on them making a decision. And they keep on changing their mind about that, toing and froing. The Sun, what will make them happy, and to reciprocate. Reciprocal energy. You know, if they're in a situation with someone else here, if they're in a relationship with someone else, because I really feel that they are in this reading, is there's more, they're getting more out of that situation than you think. You might think that they're really unhappy there, but I think that's what they want you to think. It feels very wishy-washy, this reading. It doesn't feel like I'm getting deep into what their real energy is about. It feels like they're putting a front on, like I was getting from that card. It's like a front. They're pretending to be strong when they're not. This, do you know what I mean? It's just one level of the truth, this reading. There's something deeper going on for sure, but they're not showing me what that is. They're showing me that they're kind of a player, that they're playing with you here. This person might be coming back, but I don't think you'd want them to come back. I think it'd be better for you if they don't come back. Death and changes. They might be promising this kind of thing all the time, like it's going to change, it's going to be changed, it's going to be changed, but they're toing and froing from that. Is this person coming back? I would say that they're going to keep on telling you that they're coming back, but they won't. I would say that. King of Wands, or they're going to keep on coming back, but nothing is really going to change. So there's a false sense of like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm strong, I'm going to do this. But they're not. It's a mask. Tell us why the King of Wands is here. Oh. The Knight of Voices. Swift action. Now, I don't think this person does take swift action, right? It doesn't feel like they've taken any action, really. Just perhaps talked about it a lot or given the impression that they are going to take action. Perhaps they take swift action. Sorry about that. So, what's that about? Knight of Voices. So they might have kind of given you a bit of a show, this person, that they take swift action and they're a go-getter. But it's a front. They're not doing that with you, are they? It's like they're trying to show you, project an image of someone that will come to you and will commit to you and will come back and will you know, be the kind of person that does fulfill these promises to you if they have given you promises and all of that. But there's just something, ego about this, masculine energy. There's just something not true about this. You know, about that energy. What's the evidence that you've been getting anyway? I think the evidence is that they're not doing what they're saying. Knight of Wands and Judgment. This person's judged as a player. I mean, people are like, this is a player. If you've got people around you telling you that this person's playing with you, then believe them. They really are. Now, and if you have been of the belief that they're not, and you can tell that they're a really great person and all of that kind of thing, you've been sucked in by the player. That's what it feels like to me. You've just been sucked in, and perhaps they're like, no, everyone's getting me wrong. And it's like, no, they're not. Everyone is not getting them wrong. You're getting them wrong by believing that. What's behind that? Because you're in love with them. Look at that. And there's love for them. There's love. They're in love with you too. Okay. So there's strong feelings between you both here. Oh, you got yourself into a sticky situation, haven't you? They're married, they're holding themselves back. Ace of Voices, but there's this, like, we could have a new start together because we're in love with each other. But they're married and they're holding themselves back. They're holding their energy back. Like I said, I was getting from this Sentinel, that the protection there is them trying to protect what they've already got. They're trying to keep what they've already got. They're onto a good thing in whatever situation that they're in, and they know it. So what's behind that? I wasn't expecting a reading like this to come out. What's behind that is ancient wisdom. What your granny said about people like this. It's that kind of an energy. What would your granny say about people like this? Would they be like, yeah, let's continue on with this person? They wouldn't, right? Your granny would say, no, this is not the right person for you. Let's get some more cards out, find out if they're coming back. I would really say yes, that this person's coming back, but I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it's good for you. Tell us more. Are they coming back? Coming back for round 2, round 3, round 4, whatever it is with you. Because I feel like there might be many rounds of this. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. And I feel that that's like advice for you. In the deeper dive, I'm going to get advice for you out, but I do feel like that's advice for you. It's like, Start, you know, all this loving energy that you're giving to this person, seeing them in the best light, start doing that for yourself, and giving yourself that loving energy. All the help and the support that you want to give to this person and seeing them in the brightest of lights, do that for yourself instead. Being very generous to this person, and yeah, overly generous. Let your fears dissolve. Fears. So this person has some fears about this. It's about protecting what they've got. Yeah, I think this person could be kind of battling with... There's a part of them that does want to make a change, because that's coming up in the reading, right? Threshold, I'm about to... It just doesn't feel like they're going to. Like the fears are stopping them. The fears of what? I don't know. There is a lot of ego in this. So it could be fears of like losing some monetary or something. Gifts. The material stuff could be important to this person. You know, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. They could have come from poverty and built something up for themselves with someone else, and they're not willing to give that up because it's very important to them. You know, you might have, that might not be true for you, and so that's not important to you, but when someone has had that kind of a start, like a poverty kind of a start, and they've had to pull themselves out of a really hard place there, that could be more of a key lesson in their life than healing themselves and being true to their heart and all of that, you know. And that might be your lessons, is healing yourself and being true to your heart. For them, it might be about pulling themselves out of poverty and making something of themselves, and so that could be a very strong pull to them. Family as well. So family, yeah, they've got a family, and that's what they're trying to protect here. And the material stuff too, it's very important to them. So I think you want this person to kind of follow the heart. You want them to be like on the same page as you, like getting the same lessons in life as you. But I feel like they've got another thing going on here, and it's very important to them. Some souls are here to do that. Some souls are like born into like real, like abject poverty, and it's for them in this lifetime to feel good enough about themselves to bring themselves out of that and work towards something. Perhaps they didn't do that in previous lifetimes. And if that is the case with this person, and I really feel like it could be, then what they're trying to protect, even though a relationship might not be good for the heart, it is good where their soul's perspective is, you know? So even though they're falling in love with you, it might not be a priority in their soul's purpose in their life, you know. Needing us, but they need you. The heart's still calling out to them. Bad attitude. Throwing hearts away. I think this person is conflicted, you know. It's not all ego. They're conflicted about throwing like family away, what they've built up with someone else away here. There's a feeling with this bad attitude here that they don't want to be the person that just kind of ups and leaves people in the lurch and all of that, especially if they've built something with someone. So I think you've got a person that's divided here, that's trying to do the right thing by themselves, trying to do the right thing by you, trying to do the right thing by family, and it's not a fit. You're not a fit, unfortunately, in this person's scenario. Let's get some messages out from them. What do they want to say? Friends or family disapprove of this connection. There's someone interfering in our relationship. Another relationship is what it is, and it's family, and it's also some material stuff too. And I feel like I've ruined everything. I think they have. If you're honest, I think they have. What else? And if you're working with this person or something like that, then they might have ruined more, you know? It might be a very difficult place for you to be in all of this. I didn't mean what I said. They lied about you. This person, one of their number one priorities is protecting what they've already got and protecting their family. So they lied about you. Passion and desire, but there's that for you, yeah. But that's not enough, is it? This is a dreadful situation. It feels like a dreadful situation. What else? Again, being judged as a player, you know? Because they kind of are. I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you. You might not be so grateful once you're out of this to have met them. That it feels like a whole lot of disruption here. Perhaps this person lied to you about, you know, them being in something else when you first met and you kind of got involved, your heart's got involved, and it's just a big mess. Are they coming back? I would say yes. I would say this person is going to keep on coming back, but would you want them to come back? I would say no. I think it's going to be best for you if they don't. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story wanting to be a story. You might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that deeper dive, in that extended reading, I'm going to guidance for you. So what should you do then? What do the guides say you should do in this situation? Because this is tricky. You guys together, if you are to come together and have a relationship with each other, what are the dynamics between you? How can you get it to work really well? Are there red flags, more red flags to look out for? And how might this all play out with possible timelines? If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so you do need to check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment as well, because that will get you an entry into winning one of those private readings with me. So good luck with that. And as we'll get in that deeper dive as well. So if you get that deeper dive, you'll get another chance to win one of those private readings with me at the end of the month as well. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you there very shortly.